Hi gentlemen, welcome back. I'm dating coach Naz, and in today's video, I'm going to get into 3 reasons why you're not leveling up. Okay? So, the first reason, I'm going to keep it short. The first reason why you're not leveling up is because, let me find my marker, hold on, is because it is painful as heck. Okay? Because growth really forces you to face your deepest wounds, your deepest fears, your insecurities. And the truth is that most men would rather stay comfortable than actually confront that. And that is why I wanted to create this video, because I really want to shed some light on when I talk about growth and also my program. It's not for somebody who's, I'm going to just try this for a week and see if I find the one. Like, it's not for those kind of men, okay? Just being brutally honest. This is really for men who are ready to go deep. And so if you're still in that surface level, scenario and that mindset and all that, it's great for you, for where you are. Sorry, I keep seeing my neighbors, for where you're at right now. But eventually your soul, when you get a bit older, when you go through some dark night of the souls, eventually your soul is going to direct you to pain, to suffering. So no matter what you do in life, you cannot learn a specific lesson unless you get aware of it before you go through that dark night of the soul, or because you're avoiding, distracting, social media, drinking, alcohol, friends, strip club, whatever. You're doing all of the things except for doing the one thing you're really meant to do. And that is why I wanted to create this program for men, because what I realized is that men really love to express. They want to talk, they want to share, because unfortunately a lot of men don't have that community around them. They don't have friends that are able to talk about these things. A lot of men, they make other men feel like, oh, if you talk about relationships or love or just vulnerability, that you're feminine or you're not strong enough, which is the biggest BS on the planet. When a man is able to cry and share his emotions, that actually shows real power, real strength. It has to be balanced. Of course, it's not going to be perfect, but the fact that you're making an attempt, no matter how, great the result is going to be, you're just doing it because you're like, something is guiding me or something is pushing me in this direction. That is where the success lies to me. When you go towards something that is pushing you in that direction, you don't know why the hell you're going there, because that's how I became a dating coach. I had no idea why I'm here. What the hell am I doing? I've never even told a single soul about, being a coach or dating coach or being a matchmaker. And suddenly, out of nowhere, I was put in this spot in a very weird circumstances that I cannot even explain. I mean, I can't explain. I think I have. But it's like sometimes you just have to follow that push, that desire that is taking you somewhere, whether it be a relationship that is, really going to enable you to heal your wounds or whatever, or it's a country that you need to really visit, whatever that is that pushes. How did I get there? How did I go from painful to pushing? Okay, anyway, so, and the second most painful part about growth, which is not my favorite, but it is something that I think you're going to go through if you do end up going through the dark night of the soul or growth or expansion of your soul. You lose people. And this is the most toughest part of growth, is that when you are working on yourself and you start being aware of your patterns, of other people's patterns, you start seeing things. You're like, whoa, it just, everything starts making sense to you. You might not still have all the answers, but you're able to see life in a very different angle, and you're not so, if somebody cuts you off on the road, you don't suddenly react, and things that really trigger you, and they no longer have that hold on you. And that is part of healing. That is part of spirituality, where you're able to be at peace with yourself, with your soul, without, wanting this and connection. And if she does this, then I'm going to do this. It's just being at peace with whatever the hell goes in your life. And also, not every leaf on the tree stays with that tree, because every season those leaves fall off. And just like as human beings, we have friendships, we have relationships, and sometimes that person is not meant to be in your life for the entire season, for your entire life of that tree. for that person. And so not everyone is meant to grow with you. I think that was one of my painful lessons where I wanted to hold on to people. Like, no, I need these people. Why aren't they, why are they talking to me? I need them, And then I realized, why am I doing that? Because I'm attached. I'm attached to that narrative that if I'm with these people, I feel safe. I'm comfortable. I don't need to do the other work. It's not going to push me to my next dimension, to my next lesson. It's going to keep me stuck. That is what the universe is doing. But for me as a human being, I'm like, no, what's happening? I don't want to lose these people. No, hold on. We don't want to leave because, oh my God, if I leave this, then who will I be? What will my identity be? And so the more you evolve, the more misaligned relationships will fall away. Okay, so I really want you to understand that when you go towards a path of growth, even if you're a man, you're watching my videos and you're like, I really want to grow, I want to evolve, I want to do join the program, which is amazing, then what I would let you know that I'm going to be honest, because I can sit here and say it's going to be easy, it's going to be so fun and yay. No, it's not. I'm just going to be brutally honest. It's not. If you're a man who has a lot of wounds, you need to heal and you need to get aware, that transition is not the easiest, okay? And so I really want you to know that, yes, there's going to be moments of peace and you're growing, you're evolving, but at the same time there's going to be moments that are going to be challenging for you. And only when you look at a challenge from a perception of this is an opportunity for my soul to grow, expand, evolve, then you're not going to take every challenge, every downfall, every bad relationship or every bad date as such a huge issue. It really isn't. It's just life. You're just living it. Live the life. And lastly, which men I'm sure hate, is that there's no guarantees. Growth really does take effort. It takes time. It takes patience. It takes awareness with no immediate payoff. And that is why even if you do the work, even if you grow, suddenly a woman is not just going to appear next to you, right? That's also another part of my program. And what I teach is that, yes, you're doing all this work, but you're really getting ready. You're preparing yourself. It's like a car that has all of these dysfunctions or is not functioning well. And so you're just not really prepared. You're not going to the mechanic to get yourself all ready and checked up and proper. And so what you do is you go into the world of dating when you're not properly functioning well. And I'm not saying that you need to be perfect and you need to be healed and everything needs to be great. No, of course not. But at the same time, you need to have a system. Just like in business, we have a system. You do this, we get these results. So when you're getting in a relationship or when you're dating, you have to first align with your soul, with your energy, make sure that you're able to communicate and really be prepared for a relationship. What a lot of people do is they think, oh, if I'm on this get a coach or I'm joining a program, I suddenly have to be ready for a relationship. That is, again, not true. When you're doing the self-work, the self-development work, whichever, whatever one you want to choose, therapy or coach or whatever it is, it's really about you gaining clarity, because I feel like for me, my biggest pet peeve is wasting my time. I don't know about you, but I hate wasting time. I hate doing things that I'm just doing for the heck of it. And I definitely have had this pattern back in the past where I kept on doing something and it just wasn't working. And again, thank you to the universe. I had an aha moment. I'm like, oh my God, why do I keep doing something that is not bringing me any results? What am I doing? Wake up. And that's why I created this program. I want men to wake the F up. Right now, in this moment in time, a lot of us want fast results. When I do this, I get this. When I, pay for this, I get this. And the whole point of growth is that it is an evolution. It is a process. It is a journey. And a lot of people don't want to take that journey because they're like, I don't know if I'm going to get there, so I might as well just be in whatever the hell I'm doing right now in this environment. It's serving me well. I'm okay. I'm comfortable. So I'm going to keep doing it. So they want fast results, but no real transformation, real growth. Well, that's it for me, gentlemen. I really hope that this video is able to shed some light, give you some aha moments. If you have had any, put them down below. I do appreciate all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining. I honestly cannot believe that my subscribers are growing so fast. I honestly am so just I'm just grateful, to be honest, that I've finally found something that I thoroughly enjoy and feels meaningful to me. And I really pray that you find this as well in your life, something that is meaningful, that is fun, that it doesn't feel like work to you, because it really makes life worth living. And even if I have challenges, even if I'm like, oh, I'm working 20 hours a day, it still feels like aligned to my soul, to my path. And anyways, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for your time once again. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share this with somebody who needs it. Also, my links on my program are down below and how to work with me. And again, if you guys have any questions or suggestions, also put that down below as well. And I'll see you guys in my next one.